Once upon a time there was a homeless man. He was trying to gather food. He keeps noticing that every day his food is disappearing. One day, he caught a mouse that stole his food. He scolded the mouse, "Why are you stealing my food? Go away and steal food from rich people." The mouse replied, "It's my destiny that I steal from you because you can keep only 8 items with you, no matter how much you beg, no matter how much you gather." After listening to this, the beggar gets shocked and heartbroken. He said, "Why, my destiny is like that." The mouse replied, "You should go and ask Buddha." So the beggar starts traveling to find Buddha. The whole day he kept on walking, and in the night he requests someone to give shelter for that night. The house owner asked the man, "Why are you traveling so late?" The man replied, "I have a question for Buddha." The house owner said, "Please ask a question on my behalf. I have a girl aged 33, who can't speak, so please ask Buddha, what should I do so that she can speak?" The next morning, the man gave thanks to the house owner and said, he will ask his question too. So he resumed his journey again. After a few hours, on a mountain, he met with a magician. The magician assured the man to help but requested to ask a question on his behalf too. "What should I do to go to heaven?" The man said, "Sure, I will ask your question." After a few hours, he faced the last obstacle. He had to cross a river. Fortunately, he met with a wise old turtle, who helped him in crossing the river. But he requested him to ask a question, that he wanted to become a dragon. "Please tell me when I will become a dragon." After a few hours, he finally reached Buddha's hut. He met with Buddha and gave greetings to him, and requested for solving a few queries. Buddha said, "Sure, tell me your questions, but I will give answers for only 3 questions of yours." The man was shocked because he had 4 questions to ask. The man thinks about Turtle, who was living from 500 years, and then he thought about that magician who was living from 1,000 years in waiting for heaven, and at last he thought about that poor girl, who have to live in her whole life without speaking. And then he thought, "I am just a homeless beggar, who can still beg without a home. Nothing will change for me." But all 3 need a lot. So he realized his problems are much smaller than others. Then he asked Buddha those 3 questions. Buddha replied, "The turtle is unwilling to break and leave its shell. Until he does not leave his shell, he can't become a dragon. The magician always keeps his magical stick with him, and because of his attachment with his stick, he is unable to go to heaven. And the girl will surely speak when she will meet his soulmate." After this, the man said thanks to the Buddha and started returning. So with his help, the turtle becomes a dragon and in return gives him diamonds which he gets deep in the river. And he helped that magician too. After this he reached that girl's house. The girl was present there, and just by seeing the man, she realized, she is now able to speak. So, that man was the soulmate of her. And both of them get married. Comment and share what you have learned from this story.